Right.
Grasshoppers, we are back. Gresh, what are you eating?
Oh, that's my new go-to too. Like peanut butter for me. If they ever found out there's something you get something from peanut butter, I'm cooked.
Oh, this is hummus.
Now it's hummus. Now is my go-to.
Right.
You made me hungry.
Herb Melnick.
Yes, sir.
Is this something like we're stuck with now?
I hope not. I'd like to move on. I'd like to move on, but it keeps getting brought up, so I'm going to go with it for the time being.
What was your favorite Karl Malden movie, anyways?
He won an Academy Award for a show. I had it written down. I forgot.
San Francisco?
It was a good one too. Streetcar Named Desire.
It's San Francisco. He was a big character.
No, yeah, but he won an Academy Award for supporting actor in Streetcar Named Desire in the 50s or 60s.
Once again, I asked you a question, and you come back with an answer that's not related to the question.
Susan Brooks came from the comedy club and said I looked like Karl Malden. So now I got Karl up there. All right.
But I asked you what was your favorite movie?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was from the 50s. I wasn't even born then. It was in black and white when Gresh was playing hockey.
On the waterfront? Was that the movie? Yeah.
That's one of them.
Yeah. Okay. David, how are you doing?
Good. All good. The Rangers Devils tonight. So that be interesting. They've taken 2 on the chin from the Devils at the Garden. They'll play over at the Rock. So hopefully there's a little better.
Are they allowing people in the thing over there? Or
yeah. That last game they allowed 10% in.
Oh, so that's normal then. So they're okay. Yeah. Not good.
That's like a Panther game against the Senators in late November in Florida.
Okay.
That's a big night. Or Arizona against anybody.
So Herb, have you got a problem with Susan here? Like, she's one of our loyal listeners, and you're giving her a hard time about being at the comedy club. Is there an issue there? Should we air it out now or what?
Well, I don't look like Karl Malden, first of all. My nose was broken 10 times, but I didn't come out it being big. It just manufactured itself, manifested itself.
No, you got a swell face.
That's right. There you go.
All right. So, Larry, what kind of shirt? You have your old vest on that you probably worn for 3 weeks now. What kind of shirt do you have on?
Well, let's get to the hat, though, Tom. Didn't you want to ask about the hat yet? Or
no, the shirt first. The shirt first.
The shirt is a De Niro out of Milan. I'm telling you. And I'm not sure.
Robert De Niro?
Yep, Robert De Niro. So yesterday was Manscaped Day, as you know. And my wife's been cutting my hair for a year and a bit. I call it the COVID Vikings haircut. It's very, very bad. So that's why I'm wearing a hat. Okay, so.
And what kind of perfume do you have on today?
Same one as last week. I forgot what it was last week, but this week it's Johnny Depp is a spokesperson. Sauvage by Dior.
I actually saw the commercial for that.
That's very good.
Is that what made you buy it? The commercial, like he's carrying the shovel through the desert or something. What was all that about? He's going to bury the ox or whatever that was walking.
Well, he's a tough guy, right? So you wear tough cologne.
Johnny Depp's a tough guy.
Yeah. Well, he was on Pirates of the Caribbean. He's a pirate.
What's on? Okay, people want to know, Gresh. Inquiring minds want to know, Ron. What is on your freezer?
Yeah.
What's on my freezer?
That's what I asked you.
What do you think it is?
Toaster.
It's a bigger toaster. Yeah.
Is it a toaster?
Big ass toaster.
It's a box. It's a food box. A food box.
Oh.
And it comes in like that, and then I wait till my kids get over here after school and they unpack it for me.
See, our audience is on fire. They notice things. So Larry has changed. Did you change the room or did you change the picture behind you?
Change the picture. Gresh said I should have a picture of the Stanley Cup, so that's what I have. It's been sitting on my desk for a couple of years, and I thought I'd throw it up there. Conversation piece, Tom.
It's about you, obviously.
Worked, right? So that once again, Larry's.
Hold on a second. No, that's not you, Tom. That's me. Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta get that picture blown up.
That is a big picture. Just the
Oh, you're a long ways away.
yeah. Oh, that's good. Look at little Larry.
forget it. I hate technology. Stupid.
Oh, hold on. This is the I love me wall.
That's right.
Oh, nice one.
How about the only other guy we had that had pictures of himself on the wall was Dude,
That's right.
right?
You know how long you
Only Dude had the with the stick
Yep.
and the no shirt. Yeah.
Oh God. And he wore the fancy clothes all the time too. So Dukes and Larry have got a lot in common, right?
Huh.
The clothes, the colognes, the I love me wall. Yeah, I love me wall. That was good. Our audience is on fire.
That's good. No,
I wonder where Jeep is today. I mean, Sir James.
I don't know.
In the bubble. I have a question that was not answered. If he's watching, Sir James, I brought this up, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. You always went out second after the goaltender. What superstition? Why did you do that all the time? Question
Well,
mark.
he would have gotten ahead of the goaltender to be number one, but
wow.
Everybody has a superstition.
yeah. David, we were talking about before the show. Panarin is skating now, just a little bit on his own. Is that?
Yeah, sounds like it. He's not back with, as far as I know, as of yesterday. He's not back skating with the team yet, but it sounds like he's doing better. Because I asked how he was doing, they said better. So it's been kept pretty quiet as to what he's been up to, and I think purposely so. It's such a delicate situation, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're hoping to manage that. Like we were talking before we went on. I mean, you could make the case that last January and February that Mika and Artemi Panarin were two of the top 10 players in the league. And now Panarin's been out, and he's been good when he's been in, and Mika's been a mere shadow of what he's been for 2 years. So I think
D'Angelo was one of the top offensive defensemen last year too.
Right.
So we got him out of lineup.
Now power play that was in the top 10 is in the bottom 10.
Right.
And I think it's a credit that they're hanging as tough as they are.
Definitely.
You can't go long without your top guys being your top guys. Yeah. So,
Ron, I didn't cover how's the toaster is out of the box, right?
What? Yeah,
The toaster is out of the box, correct?
it's over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not really a toaster.
Toaster oven?
Oven toaster, what do we call it? I didn't buy it for myself. I bought it for my daughter. I have a regular toaster, and my youngest daughter wanted to throw it out because she thought it doesn't fit well in here.
Huh.
I go, that's not happening. Just put it back where it belongs. That's my toaster. You guys, the other toaster. And
Any update on the juicer?
nothing yet, Tom. Nothing yet. No, there's no update. But
What are we waiting on?
did the Rangers sign Schneider? Did they?
Yeah.
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 I hope they don't trade him. I'd like to see him play a couple games in the Garden.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one, it looks like.
He's that kid likes to hit, boy.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be, say dirty, but he doesn't like to hit nicely.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw last night, maybe the best winger in the league for the last decade. How about the little sword fight he got in with?
Oh man, he get suspended or did he get fined or what?
Fined $5,000.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it was one of the, that Frederick kid's going to be good in Boston.
He's stirring the pot, isn't he? He likes to.
Yes. I'm telling you.
Where's he from?
Huh? He's from St. Louis. His family's had a history of, they're like roofers. Roofers or something like that, like construction guys, which is great because the way he plays, you say, okay, you know what? He's just,
You're saying roofers?
Yeah, put roof on commercial buildings and houses and stuff like that.
Oh, I thought maybe he was talking about like Tommy raising the puck up there on the roof. Like,
No, can't happen.
yeah, no.
Mel, just so you know, that's a blue collar job. That's where people actually get their hands dirty. If you're aware of that, there are people that do that stuff.
Do you want to know what my first job was, Tom?
No.
Working on the
Go ahead.
my dad worked for the CN Rail, so I worked on the section gang for $5 an hour, putting in ties and
Wow.
gravel, shoveling gravel for 8 hours a day.
Oh shit!
How many days did you do that? You do that one day?
No, all summer, every summer when I came back from hockey. And then I worked for A1 Moving in Winnipeg as well. Just lost you. Did that in the summertime, lifting fridges and stoves when it was 95 degrees out. So that's how I stayed in shape. Also, did D'Angelo say that he would agree to go to the American League? Probably on loan to somebody, right?
I think he wants, yeah, he would like to be able to do that. I'd be surprised if the Rangers, sounds like they're trying to work something out for him, which that's the one thing about JD, even last year with Elias Anderson, they went through that with him and, and one thing led to another and he wanted to go back to Sweden and play to get his game and they worked it out. So, I mean, if he goes back and plays somewhere, why wouldn't you facilitate that? Because then people can he's playing now. He can
I guess the only danger is if he goes to minors and gets hurt, now you're stuck paying the full. You get no chance of trading him then, right? That's the only downside.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Rangers were gonna pay a third of his salary or something. That's a rumor?
Is that right? Yeah, I haven't seen that. But again, third is better than this. So it's just finding a team finding a team that's competitive, that needs that, and then that fits. Like Boston's got all kinds of capital, but he's not really. They don't need him back there.
The idea is, I hate to say it, but somebody gets hurt, right? A defenseman gets hurt someplace, and they need to fill that role as a contending team.
Well, that's the thing. I remember Scotty Bowman. He always said you couldn't be deep enough on the blue line, especially the postseason.
Yeah.
Did he change
4 defensemen here? We're pretty valuable guys.
Yep.
Everybody.
Did he change himself so badly nobody wants him, or what do you think?
Who's that? What's that, Larry?
Did he taint himself so badly, he made a bad impression of himself that it's maybe tough to move, or is the talent going to overcome that?
I think Dave touched on it before, a couple weeks ago, right? This is a young team here at the Rangers, and for them to handle that kind of stuff that he was doing, if he goes to a veteran team, like when Chara and Bergeron were both in Boston, I think that locker room could handle that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, or like Calgary, or somebody like that. No, I don't think he's. I think if he shows, an ounce of, him learning along the way, and
Christine will talk later.
That's right.
Christine, you need these.
Yeah.
I like the lid though. Looks like a guy out down in Havana.
Yeah.
Rolling cigars, the vest, maybe playing a little down there, pinochle or whatever they play down there. I like it. I like the look.
Bocce, they really roll those things on the grass, those balls on the grass, bocce or whatever.
Yeah, bocce.
Roll your balls on the grass.
That's what Mel does. Yeah.
Yeah. Old enough. He's not old enough for them to be there yet.
A lot of manscaping going on there then.
Yeah. All right, Mel, let's get at it. What do you got for homework today? What's going on? Tortoises, turtles?
Let's clean this shit up right now, gentlemen.
Yeah, let's get after it. Come on.
Look, interpretation, a place for light meals. Synonym, breakfast area.
Cinnamon. Those old cinnamon words.
Yeah, broader terms, an area. It's a place for light meals that you put a table or chair at. That's it. End of discussion.
So we were right. You made it sound like it had to be like Like a
No.
dug into the room thing.
Right there,
You
sitting
guys
behind.
made it sound like it was a nook is the bench. It's not the bench. A nook is
Don't change. That's not what we said. You tried to paint the picture that it had to be built into the wall, like it was part of the building. Not the
No.
case at all.
no. You didn't go back to the videotape.
I did. I watched it. I did watch it.
No, come on. You did not.
Yep. Don't think. See, you think that I wouldn't go back and watch it, so you think you can pull that stuff on us, but it's not going to happen.
End of discussion. So, anyways, is it done, Ron? Yes or no?
What?
The nook.
Of course. Oh, it's like
Some people. We should do a little poll of how many people like the hat, how many people don't like the hat.
how many people don't like the hat?
Yeah.
I like the hat. So I'm on my side.
I like it now.
Huh? Nice, relaxed look, kind of I like it.
Right. But he's doing it to hide the bad haircut, though. He's not doing it because he thinks he looks good in it.
That's a styling. That's Vancouver's styling right there.
Right, Mel. Speaking of Vancouver, when are they going to fire the coach there? What's going to happen?
Not sure. They're topsy turvy. They beat Winnipeg 4-0. Played probably the best game of the year. Looked outstanding. The next night they shit the bed and lose 5-2 and didn't even look anything like the team before the night before. So maybe they just caught Winnipeg at a bad. The goalie wasn't playing up to snuff, but it caught him off guard. But no, there's a little bit of heat on Benning and on Travis Green. So, but nothing like I'm not close enough. I don't call them up. I don't know, anybody that at the Canucks that I could say, hey, give me some inside scoop. So I hear what I hear, and it's status quo so far right now.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think every team has one or two guys that they want to switch, get rid of. Virtanen, they want to trade him. JT Miller's back on the first line. Pedersen's got 10 goals. Now they're shitting on Besser because he hasn't scored in the last few games. So, again, we've gone over this. Once you score 5 or 10, you got to get 15 or 20, right? So,
How many goals he got? He's got like 12 goals, isn't he?
yeah, he got them in bunches, and then he goes dry, and then he gets them in bunches again. So, yeah.
So, Ron, how's your cooking going? You're turning into like the chef de Ron over there?
Who, me?
Yeah, you're the only Ron on the show.
I am?
Yeah.
Duke's gone?
Yeah.
No, I made homemade soup yesterday.
Nice.
Didn't turn out exactly the way I liked it, though, but it was okay.
Why? What kind of soup did you make?
Vegetables. That was good.
How'd you make your broth?
I out of a can, out of a box.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
It's cooking, Tom. It's cooking. It's like, it's kind of like drinking the same beer all the time, and then once in a while you slip a shot of tequila in there just to kill the taste of the bad.
Just like that?
It's all it is.
Okay.
It's like, I like it. It's fun.
We haven't touched on. I cook with beer. Do you cook with Jack? Did you throw some Jack in the soup?
No, I don't. I never mix food with my alcohol. I never put it this way here. I never drink on an empty stomach.
Mel, did you buy any more like cookware, like any pink cookware and like that, or?
No, I didn't. You know what? I switched categories, topics. I bought 3 watches instead.
3 watches.
Yep.
Nice.
I thought I needed 3 watches, so I've started a small collection of watches. If we want to get
You have
on
one
that.
on today?
I have one on today. Yep.
One of the new ones? Nice.
Yep. We're getting technology, but you see the page, De Niro.
Why do you have to have 3 watches? Like,
De Niro watches too.
No, I got 16 watches. Why do you need 16? I have no clue. I like them.
Yeah, there are a lot of. I wish I'd started collecting watches myself.
really?
Think of that. Yeah, there are a lot of great-looking timepieces out there. Watches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never liked wearing watches. I had some. I gave it to my sons, and my son sold them.
You didn't want to know there was time to go home. That's why.
Listen to me. There's no such thing as a time to go home. Whenever you're ready. That's why when you go to an establishment years ago to have a cocktail, you went to an establishment that you knew the people there. So as the front door was being locked, you knew you weren't going home.
Yeah.
and then you figured out. I'll tell you a funny story. One time I was down at a place called by the Gaslight. And there was a nice steakhouse across the street. I was at the steakhouse for dinner. So I parked my car down there, went to the steakhouse to eat, went across the street to the Gaslight. It was on 14th and 9th, I think it was. And then I took a cab home. Next morning, I walked down to go to practice. The guy, I go, can I get my car? It was parked in the basement. The guy goes, your car's not here. I go, what are you talking about? It's got to be here. So then I went to practice. I took a cab to practice, took a cab home. And, trying to figure out where my car was at. I left it down in front of the restaurant. It was still there.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's like remember the time, Gresh, when Donnie Murdoch showed up and accused of stealing his car.
Oh yeah, he was hammering his stick against my skates. I just come off the ice. He goes, "Where's my car?" I go, "I don't know. You got here late. I don't know where your car's at." And that young kid found it in the snowbank.
He threw it in his snowbag, forgot that it was there.
It walks away. Yeah.
God love Murder. He was great.
Oh, Murder. He was a
Great dude.
funny man.
Yeah.
Mel, you got any more homework? We covered all your homework, just that one?
Who, me?
Yes, you're Mel. There's
I-
Dave over there.
Yeah. Ron.
And Ron.
The German population went up.
And why is Jeep in a bubble again? Can you explain?
He's doing floors. He's doing floors now.
He's doing. Is he? Why? Where is Donnie Murdoch now? Where is he in Canada?
Lives in Cranbrook, British Columbia.
Oh, Cranbrook.
Cranbrook.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Time.
JD from Cranbrook. Or
No,
around-
JD
Why? He had the place in Windermere, right?
or whatever.
Was he born in Calgary? I think he was born.
JD lived in Calgary, but was born in Ottawa.
Oh, right.
Born in Ottawa.
Yeah. Yeah, Donnie's doing great. I talked to him actually. He did that podcast with Doug, and
I would just have your boss come on the show here, and we'll straighten him out.
can you please from my boss as to why?
Is that James Patrick in that picture?
Boy, looks like him, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Good call it.
Yeah. Wow. The younger. That was like almost like when, younger Jeep right there. Yeah,
JD was, I think he was born in Ottawa, and he moved to Calgary,
Calgary.
and then he played for the Calgary Centennials.
Right.
Mel, do you have all your homework? Is that all the stuff that you brought to the show today?
No, I got lots. I just don't want to take over the show again, Tom. I just thought you guys would.
Well, that was a danger the first couple of shows you were on, but that's not the concern right now. I mean,
Okay, so you've been riding my ass for the last 3 weeks about not being ready. Okay, I'm always ready, always prepared. So that reminded me of I'm sitting my first year. I don't know, one of my first games or third game, fifth game. I don't know what it was, but probably the simplest, easiest defenseman was Gary Doak. Remember old Gary Doak?
Yeah.
He passed away lately, but so I'm sitting in the old Boston Garden in the dressing room, and the benches it's like a nook. You sit, and I was sitting like this with my arms out because there was a little backstop, and I had my arms, and right across from me was Jerry Cheevers, Gary Doak, I think Wayne Cashman, and Gary Doak was the simplest hockey player. He was even simpler than Tommy. He had two plays. He'd get the puck and he'd go D to D 99% of the time. And if he didn't have that, he'd dump it off the glass as high as he could raise it, which for Tommy, again, was about 3 inches. So I'm sitting in the I'm sitting like this before the game, getting ready, to go out for the game. And he says, Melnick, are you ready for this game tonight? I said, yes. He says, he stood up in front of everybody. He says, I don't think you're fucking ready for tonight's game. And I just turned red. And ever since then, I've been ready, Tom.
Well,
That is great.
Mel, you got to take it the right way. Though. See, that was a little rough for him to be there. I haven't been like that with you. I just, like I said, the expectations you built. I mean, you set the standard so high that.
But now you understand, Tom. The guy he was just trying to learn.
I'm scarred. I'm scarred.
But you have had a tough life. I mean, the girl saying you're going to drive a Zamboni, not being put in the book. Working on the chain gang out there.
Here's another one from, you remember, same first year, same shit, right? Newsy Lalonde, little Bobby Lalonde, about 5'4", played from Montreal. And this is another reason I have issues with the French people. But anyways, some are good, some are bad. So Bobby Lalonde rode me worse than Gary Doak did. And he would rookie this, rookie that, do this, do that. I got into a couple of scraps my first year. And I finally went up to him and said, I did pretty good in those scraps. You want me to do that to you? And fuck off. So he didn't bug me again.
This is a good venting session, boys.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta get back on the couch here. We gotta get back on the couch.
Every story's a little more relaxed. Good.
What time is it? 11:27. Okay, hold on. While I'm on a roll. So Ron and Tom are not putting me in their book. I understand. They're putting Dave. You're closer to Dave. You go to Dave's house. You have supper. You do this and that together. That's fine.
Who said I'm putting it in my book?
You said you're not putting me in your book.
I didn't say that.
Let's go back to the videotape.
Let's go to the videotape. Yeah.
I don't think Ron came right out and said you were not in the book. I think the reference may be that you possibly were not in the book. I don't think he confirmed that.
So he can change. So you can add me to the book.
Well, if you're wearing that hat, no. But if you're not wearing the hat, I might.
Okay, I'll take the hat off. So anyway,
leave it on. I want to put you in the book with the hat because it's pretty scary.
Saturday morning, I'm having my bacon and eggs, and a buddy of mine from the tough part of North Kildonan, Winnipeg, sends me a text with an excerpt from a book. So there's a kid, Tom, you might know him, Brant Myers.
Yeah, tough guy.
Tough guy, big tough guy, had some problems. So he's writing a book. So I had retired. I think this is, it is. It's 1992. I phone up Phil Esposito because he's starting up the Tampa Bay Lightning. So I had been retired. I said I retired because of my back. I was in extreme pain. After a year or so, it felt a lot better. Phil, I'd like to come and try out for Tampa. And I said, do you want to sign me now or wait till I get to camp? He said, well, you better come to camp. I said, okay, I'll come to camp. So first day, first practice, first scrimmage. This is coming out of the book, Brant Myers' book. Larry Melnick comes up to me and says, this kid's 6'3", 230 at the time. He's 19. He's his first camp. And I'm 32 years old. I guess I said, and this is him saying it, you want to go, you big fucking monkey. So I went him, but he said, and Tom, you and Ron know me and you've seen me fight. He said he knocked me to my knees, which if he's watching or any of his friends are watching, I refute that. I never lost a fight. Just ask me.
Okay. So let me ask you, Mary, there seems to be something really bothering you today. Did you not, you remember you had to leave the show early last week to see a client? Did you not get that client as a client, or did he fire you or something?
Oh yeah, I got the client. No, everything's good. But you said I'm not ready, so now I think I'm making up for lost time.
Well,
More than ready.
what was this guy's name?
This is Game 7. I feel like we're going to Game 7. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, but what was this guy's name at Tampa?
Brant Myers. Come on.
Myers?
Brant Myers.
Oh, where is he today?
Rehab.
Oh boy,
Oh boy.
can't touch that.
Yeah.
No,
No.
no, we'll pass that over. All right, is something bothering you, Mel? I mean, seriously, is something, did somebody step on the dog or something like that, or the dog pee in your leg or something? Or?
Oh, I'm good. I even sent you an email. You responded within the day. That was good. Everything's
Yeah,
good.
you didn't even. So I sent you a response like with 10 emails, one letter at a time, and you didn't. There's no response whatsoever. Like it's.
At least you responded, Tom.
It's a start, right?
Yeah.
It's good. You got to start somewhere.
So Larry sent me a picture. I'll post it at some point there of his medicine cabinet with all his cologne and everything in it. It's like a walk-in closet.
Wow.
You're only half dressed if you don't have the face creams, the deodorant, and some cologne or perfume, Tom. Come on.
So when you were working out on the chain gang there, doing the pound spikes there, were you like that then? Did you have cologne on then too?
Of course. Don't want to smell while you're in the gang. It's a gang. Section gang.
What year was that, Mel? You making $5 an hour? That was pretty good back then.
$5 an hour. That would have been 1976, 77, 78.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad was paying me $1 an hour.
Yeah, I was getting $1 an hour too. My father was a construction guy.
Yeah, I was driving tractor and stuff,
Yeah.
My dad got all my buddies a job on section gang, and my one friend just retired after I think 38 years. He worked his way up into the office, and now he's getting a nice little pension from the CN. So,
Right.
Summer job turned into a long-term gig for him.
David, how's the liquor store going? Anything happening?
Not quite as busy as it's been, right? Like, we're just in that February cold weather.
Yeah.
That's why they have St. Patty's Day, Dave. That's why they have St. Patty's Day, is bring everybody back around again.
We just put out a bunch of Irish kind of whiskeys, just put them out this morning on display. Part of my job is, the display. Hung up all the St. Patty's stuff, took down the Valentine's Day stuff.
Yeah. Well, that should be Valentine's Day should be a bigger seller really than St. Patty's Day for all the guys that get upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta drink heavy. Oh.
Yeah. Well, as I say, like a lot of guys say, I'm out on the course, I like to have a beer or two, because it relaxes me. That's why there's a lot of good Irish golfers.
Yeah.
Get that whiskey in there, and it's good stuff, right?
Definitely. Yep.
What is that young Irish golfer, that guy? He's pretty good.
McIlroy.
Rory
McIlroy. The guy's 5'6".
He hits the ball. Oh my God, it's like
9 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for asking, Tom. It was good. Back-to-back days. Things are good. Continental Fine Wines in Greenwich, Connecticut.
Continental Fine Wines. I like that. We haven't really never promoted. We got to promote that, right? Maybe we'll have when they were there, like a signing or something like that. Go in there on a Saturday morning and people come in and get autographs. We talk about their
like the trendy vodkas for you, Tommy, but I don't know enough about it to know what you want in your, not in the vodka or in the vodka.
Just plain vodka.
Jack's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
So
Tom,
Larry,
vodka, Dave.
I want to exclude Larry. If you're drinking a liquor, what are you drinking, Larry?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Just beer and a Caesar, and occasionally I'll have Crown with lemonade. Just
Yeah.
Why would you want to spoil the Crown?
Right.
because I don't like it straight. I need sugar, more sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after golf, it quenches your thirst a bit.
That was my father's whiskey, Crown.
Yeah.
Crown Royal. He kept Seagram's in business. Crown Royal.
There's a little blue bags. There's a little blue bag.
Used to put the marbles in there. You shoot.
That's right.
Right. Great. So anyway, so that's the thing, Tom. I want you to know that I have been trying to think about, maybe dropping off a bottle, and Crash is pretty. I just have to do it. That's all.
Yeah.
Perfect. I like that.
Yeah.
Dave, look at this right here. I'm not going anywhere, so you got time.
Chris, I got to tell you the box on top of your freezer, it's kind of annoying me right now.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh no, that's good. Okay, it's good now.
That might be my
Can
Can you see it now?
That's better. Hold your hand up there. Hold your hand up.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh.
Is that important papers or something like that's legal documents?
Yeah, it's a Discover card.
Ah,
Oh boy. Is that for one of your kids or for you? You're not signing up for one of your kids, are you?
I don't know I don't know exactly how that works because I go in my pocket. One time I'll have 5 credit cards. Next time I have 8. So either somebody took them and used them and put them back, and I pay attention, but not close enough.
Yeah.
so there's sort of contrast here. Like Dave, you got all kinds of educational books there on the shelves. Gresh is in his kitchen, and then there's the "I Love Me" wall there with one picture.
I love me. Whoa. Oh, can't believe we haven't heard from Jeep today. Jeez, okay.
He's hiding.
Anyway, I got my mom got her shot, her vaccine on Monday, and she was on CBC in Canada? Is that what it's called?
Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Yeah.
She was on there because she was one of the first people to get it. That was she's 98 years old.
Wow, I can't believe
And she got the shot and everything else. So they had her on TV and everything else doing that. So she was all happy about that. But they had her down. She was more happy about, I think, that they've had her down as being 97. So she gained a year somewhere in there.
Yeah, well, hold on. Somebody's asking here about Dr. Seuss. Did Dr. Seuss books get banned or something?
Yeah, well, there was like 4 or 5 of them banned, right?
Six or something. Yeah.
I recognize the one that got banned, but I don't remember that Dr. Seuss story. So he was a German guy, right?
Yeah.
So why did he get banned? Was it what racist thing or something?
Yeah, somebody's taken offense to not the Sneetches. It is one that I remember. The other 3 or 4 I didn't remember. But no, I don't have any Dr. Seuss up here. I got them upstairs.
Okay.
So
they banned Dr. Seuss. Wow, that's
They were depicting the Chinese, and how do we say it? Is it the blacks or what do we say? African Americans? They were depicting them in a wrong light, and so yeah, I think 4 of the Dr. Seuss have been taken off the shelves, and now they're selling them online for hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, they're flying off the shelves like as far as collector's items, right?
Yeah,
I think everybody should take a step back and shut up and get along.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
well. You and Mel should be the poster boys for that. Like, go out there and spread the goodwill.
I don't like all that stuff. I think that, I was watching that girls hockey the other night at the Garden. I mean, they're flying out there. I mean, like, God bless them. Like, let them play. Who people get mad because they're playing. Let them. That's part of their life. They love it. Let them play. Let everybody do what they want to do. Stop like criticizing people for what they do and everything else. Just figure something else out to do. Go out and get drunk or something if you're going to complain about everything.
Well, what do you guys think of, like, they're tearing down memorials of history, right? They're changing a lot of history. There's going to be another escapade. What do you call it? The escapade at the Capitol again. They're putting up barbed wire. The world's completely fooked.
Well, that's supposed to be today, I think, or something like that. But that's not happening. It's not happening. It's too
What do
much
you think of them? Like the United States and part of history. That you guys will know a lot more about it than
I think they should change the name of New York. It's not new anymore.
York.
New York. It's just York now. It's old York. Old York. I used to live in Old Yorkville, New York.
Right.
It's like too much.
I think we'd be better served to not talk politics and stuff.
Yeah, it's not politics. It's just everybody. Like, it's not. I don't want to talk politics, but just the stuff that, like, this. Like, I read those books to my kids when they were younger. I mean, I guess everybody can read them in a different light. That's their prerogative to do what they think is right.
Gosh, that thing in your freezer is really bothering me. Seriously, I just can't concentrate. I don't know what it is.
So, Gresh, what are you eating with your hummus? You got vegetables going, or
Carrots. Nice.
nice.
You know what, Dave? You know why I eat those?
You've never seen a blind rabbit?
Ever seen a rabbit with glasses? So, they,
There
you
you
see-
go. No,
So Mel, how are you doing with the Vienna sausage and all that healthy food that you put right into your veins there to clog your arteries?
You know what? I haven't had any.
Nice.
I haven't had. I'm trying. I started golfing. I have a knee brace that I put on now. I walked 3 out of 3 days in a row. I
Good.
walked in the mush. So I'm trying to get somewhat back in shape. I hadn't done anything in 3 months because of my knee. So
That was the brace that you would. This is the brace that you were trying to get for months. Is that?
yeah, specially made on the brace
cart. Why would you take a cart now?
because it's cart path only. There's no access to the grass. It's
Yeah.
way too wet.
Somebody said to me one time, like, we should walk. I go, why would they invent carts?
Yeah.
If you're going to walk, right? It's like Steve Vickers said one time. I said to him, I said, you working out this summer? He goes, yep. I go, what are you doing? He goes, a week before camp, I don't take a cart.
there you go.
I don't
Dedication right there. It's dedication.
take carts.
Well, in those days, that worked. You know,
He rested.
that you say it put a nail in his skates after the last game in the spring or whatever.
Yeah,
That was taking the nail out of the skates to go to camp.
yeah.
That was,
Much different than those guys today, man. They train and
yeah, a lot more to be made today. Speaking of COVID, a week from today, I'm getting my wife and I are getting our shots.
Nice.
oh, good for you.
Yeah,
I get my second one on Sunday.
great.
Did you get your car inspected, Gresh? For
Yeah, I did. Yeah, went there yesterday. I thought it was going to be like a
French fries are done.
like a two hour thing. It's like I think it's just a money collector. You go
I
in.
told you this, Ron. You weren't listening.
I know. Well, Tom, I have never had a car inspected. I've lived in Connecticut for 35 years. But anyway, yeah, that I'm going on Sunday, Dave. Where are you getting yours done? In Sanford?
Stanford, yeah.
At the hospital, yeah.
Yeah.
Simple.
Our age bracket opened up the 1st of March, so
Yeah, you have an appointment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went into mine, and my son came with me. So there was like 4 steps outside, and then there was about 25 inside. And he was all pissed off because it was a Ranger game that night, and he wanted to watch the Ranger game. We didn't get home. We had a 7:50 appointment. Got there at 7:30. Left at 10 to 9.
Wow.
There was 50 people backed out outside, past where we started. Right.
wow.
So I'm walking out. I'm getting one of these. And I'm like hanging out to my son. They're going like, "You okay? Oh my God, is that ever? It hurts so bad." People are like going like, "Oh my God."
Hey, we turn around, go home. The line
People are going like that bad. I go, "Oh,
it's awful.
you don't even feel it."
Gresh and I did a charity event for a Travis Waugh fundraiser at the Grenade Skating Club, Dave, on Saturday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And so I'm coaching one team and Gresh is coaching the other team. And the guys in my bench are saying that there's this guy on the other team that's Gordie Howe's son. I'm thinking, that's not Gordie Howe's son. Like, the guy looked like he's like 25 years old. It found out after Gresh knew the guy. It was Gary Howe's son.
Gary Howard's son.
A little bit different player, but
Yeah, Brody. So it's funny because I hadn't seen him in a while. So last time I saw him was by the bar in the city about 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whatever it was.
no.
What? And he wasn't drinking, right? So I was going, "Come on, do a shot with me." And he's going, "I'm not drinking." He goes, "Now I'm drinking. You don't want to do a shot."
Yeah.
Not at 1 o'clock. Before a big game like this, I'm coaching. I got to be all there. And then Tom cheated.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
Howard's son that was on the detail that found Saddam Hussein?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Might have been.
Brody, how old would he be? 30s, 35 maybe?
Probably looked like early 30s or something. Yeah.
He's about
Yeah.
40. He's about 40 now.
Yeah, I think, I'm pretty sure that he was with the
Yeah,
squad found Hussein in the hole that he was hiding. Yeah.
I grew up in the next town from Howie, and that guy, he worked out. Oh my God, he worked out before people worked out.
He might have been, I know we talked about George McPhee.
Yeah,
George, pound for pound,
Yeah.
I think was the toughest guy I ever played with. And Gary Howitt, we didn't play with him, played against him. He was a big guy, but man, he was tough.
Take on everybody too. Yeah.
I remember.
remember the one in the Garden? Him and
yeah,
him and Bad,
yeah.
right in front of the penalty box. They're like this at each other, and they're swinging. They're not swinging to miss.
Yeah, that was.
All you heard was,
stick swinging.
Yeah,
no, Tommy, like two axes going after trees, and all you heard was swish, and the guy ducking like this and bouncing off the back, and the other guy swishing. Oh,
Do you remember the one that practiced George McPhee and Steve Richmond?
oh yeah.
Oh, were you there, Dave, for that?
yeah.
No helmets on. They get into it. So just everybody's listening. There's fights once in a while in practice was a big deal. And those two guys were friends too.
Yeah.
And something happened. We had a scrimmage going on or whatever, and they started hooking each other, and all of a sudden they started clubbing each other over the head with their sticks.
Well, I think I know what happened. One of them had the puck on the stick for longer than 5 seconds, and he thought he was going to keep it.
Yeah.
And the guy knocked it off.
Well, and then we separated them, and we took them into the trainer's room because they cut each other up. And the trainer at the time, great guy, Bob Williams, right? Was it Bob Williams? He told us, he says, okay, I've got them. Everything's fine. And we should have known better. We left them alone in there, and we walking out the door. They started throwing chairs at each other in the training room. So. That was a classic day.
Yeah. Those are the. But Howard, anyway, I remember that guy was. So I remember like in '79 when we, his first game of the Islanders. And I'm telling you, I must have chopped Mike Bossy 50 times. And then I had to fight Howitt, which was not fun. You had to do it, But never saw Bossy. Never saw him the rest of the series.
Yeah.
And that was Vad. That was all from Vad. He said, he comes down. Whatever you got to do. That guy can't be part of it. Because really, it looks back in that series, he and Trottier, their power play did nothing.
Yeah.
And,
Vad never used his stick.
Whew, man, he was nasty.
I think he was like one of those Aborigines when he was previous life, because it was like a sword in his hand.
Did he fight a lot? Did he scrap?
Early in his career, he did.
But after a while, he just
Spear
it was
people.
like
Chopper.
Well, that's what I said. I said he told me early. He said, just keep that stick up. Keep it up. Have him run through your stick.
He called it the Sherwood Forest.
Sherwood Forest. Now, if the guy comes through the stick, you're on your own sort of thing. You're like, oh, man, how comes through the stick? Not that guy. But
it was scary.
And
all right, Mel, come on. What else you got, Mel? What's
So we'll see you guys next week.
Oh, you got to run, Dave. That's right.
Yeah. So have a good week. Yep. Mel, I like the hat. Keep up the good work. And the
always be prepared
or whatever. So
good luck, Dave. Just we'll be talking about you behind your back when you get off.
Yeah. I kind of assume that when the conversation reaches there, you guys are in trouble. So see you, boys. Have a good one.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah. Later.
All right, Mel. What do you got for your notes there? What else you got?
I finally got rid of Dave. God damn it!
Fur face. We've got fur face guy.
Yeah, and then we got Mel.
Win the next couple of games, shouldn't they? Devils aren't very good.
Well, they beat him last couple times. Mel, what do you got for notes? Come on, let's go. You've been saying you're all prepared. Let's give it to us. Let's go.
Got to get that picture bigger, Mel. I can't see it.
Yeah.
I'll have another carrot. I'll have another carrot. Maybe I'll be able to see it then. Oh yeah, now I can see it.
Okay, Mel, you got some? Let's go.
Okay.
Let's wait.
This is deep. We're going to go into deep psychology.
Okay.
Is it better to talk or to listen? How do you learn more?
Well, you got 2 ears. Ron will tell you got 2 ears and one nose for a reason, or one mouth. You got one nose too.
My father would say, "You got 2 ears and one mouth, and that's for a reason. Listen more than you talk. Once you talk, people know you're stupid. If you shut up, they're not sure."
So the Dalai Lama states exactly that. When you talk, you're only repeating what you've already learned.
Nice. That's deep. That is deep.
Yep.
Very nice.
So there you
I like
go.
that.
Now the Dalai Lama, is that a female?
That's the bald guy.
Oh, Dalai Lama.
Is that it? Mel, that's it?
If you listen, you learn more. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a news flash right there. I mean, nobody else ever thought of that.
When the Dalai Lama gets involved, it's like Caddyshack with it, you know.
It's like, what?
Caddyshack, the Dalai Lama.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Here comes this ball now. Hey, we can hit it.
All right, Mel, this is how you affect people, Mel, okay?
oh, Ira. Tell me who you are, Ira. Where do you live? What do you do? For all I know, you know. Tell me a little bit about yourself and let me see what I can do. Right, Tom? You can't just befriend anybody off the street, can you?
Well, Larry, when you're you're an influential person, like you were as a player. You're even more so now as a TV star now. So people, like a lot of people are probably going to start dressing like you. See all kinds of people with brown vests on now walking around all over the place. So,
did you answer the question, Tom?
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. No. Yes, you should. Mel, you should friend everybody. If you have room to friend people, then you should friend Ira. He seems to be a little bit disturbed. So by that, I'm not saying he's disturbed, but
You mean Ira's disturbed?
he's disturbed at the fact that Mel does not friend him.
Oh, because I thought Ira was a pretty nice guy, but I guess.
Yeah, I know.
All I'm asking is just for a little bit more information about who Ira is.
I don't know how tall he is.
Here's Ira. Ira's firing back.
Okay.
How tall is
So
Ira?
he's from Plainview, Long Island, and he's a big shot. He's the CFO he has put there too. So the guy that really big shot like that doesn't spell out the whole word. He just says CFO.
Is that exit 41 or 40, 41 or 42 on the LIE?
The chief fly organizer.
He couldn't spell last week.
He had a hard time. Yeah, that might have been because he's so distraught about you not friending him. I don't know.
Yeah, that happens. I haven't heard about your garments yet. You know, I haven't talked to Jackie yet, but I'm going to get on that. I think you should get them before the golf tournament in September.
Well, that would be nice if I can get it. Like I'm starting to golf pretty much every day now, so if I can get it like yesterday, that would be great.
Yeah,
and then just give me a heads up that it's coming, and then I'll go look for it.
When you golf, you wear 2 pairs of pants, right?
What was that? You told me that before. What's that joke? What is it?
In case you get a hole in one.
Yeah.
I know, but that's like golfing is fun though. I had a great time when I was living in Florida golfing. But
yeah, it's a lot of fun. Love doing that. Put a ball in a hole, walk around. Classic. You should use that for farmland. I mean, think of all the crops you can go, all the people you can feed instead of having golf courses.
Huh. Tom, you're always thinking.
Exercise, Tom.
I mean, golf is a waste of time.
Tom,
Seriously.
they're saying these guys are not athletes. You try playing 4 rounds in 100-degree heat.
Oh God.
Well,
oh God. So they got to hit the ball, and then they get that sport is that's a waste.
The medical community states that if you walk the golf course, which is about how many miles? 7? I think it's 7 miles. Don't quote me. It could be 5 to 7 miles, maybe 5 to 8 miles. But it's good for you, and it extends your life by, don't quote me again, 4 to 6 years.
Think about the homeless people out there and everything. They could be building homeless shelters for people on all those golf courses.
No, they're too busy sending money to foreign countries to fix our state of affairs.
Well, all the money that's spent on golf instead of spending all the money on golf and the fees and all that kinds of stuff, build a affordable housing for homeless people.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right.
All right. So Mel, that's it then. What else you got for news? Any more quotes? Any more tortoise stuff?
If I recall, you drink vodka and you drink tequila, and
Yes.
the name of your tequila that is your favorite is called Arret,
Arret, that is correct.
which means stop in French.
Right. But I don't think it's a French tequila, but
Red, stop, power. You know where I'm going.
that's where you get your red pots, your red cookware that you have.
So when you look at the tequila, do you think, shit, maybe I should stop?
No, no, I don't. No.
What do you think when you pick up that bottle of Arret?
I think to myself, how much do I want to put in my glass? That's what I think.
You free pour or use a jigger?
Oh, free pour. Yeah, I don't measure it. I cook it. I hardly ever measure stuff, cooking or anything.
Is that bottle close to you? Can I take a look?
No, it's not close to me, Ron. There's a Ron. You're Herb, right?
Yeah.
It's downstairs.
He's in his office, okay? He's in his office now. He's like, most of us can't afford an office, but Tom can.
Office, studio. So it all happens here.
Yeah.
It's warm up out there. You guys are no more snow.
No.
No, I think
It might snow again, but
I think it's done.
yeah.
We had enough snow this year.
And the charity event you guys did on Saturday, they're allowing people to go out and do that type of thing because we've done.
No, it was the guy. It was two games, and the guys that played in the game paid to play in it. So that was how they raised money for the foundation. I think they raised like $45,000. Gresh, is that what they said?
45,000.
Yeah,
it was fun. No, it was good. It was like, it was.
my team won.
Well, they cheated. They scored 4 goals. Mel, I lost 8. I lost 8-5. They scored 4 offside goals. Like what? Who should have won?
Yeah.
So
okay, first of all, you didn't lose, Ron. It's a team game.
Well, you said I lost, so my team lost. I felt bad for the guys. They worked so hard, and they training camp and everything else that they had. It just
they did work hard, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Gordie Howe's son was very upset at those offside ones.
they were really determined it was Gordie Howe's son too. I was like, what? It's not Gordie Howe's son. It's like there's Mark, Marty, and Murray, right, or whatever. They're all like in their 50s.
Marty and Mark.
There's 3 of them.
Was there 3 of them?
Yeah, one's a doctor.
Oh,
You got the names right too.
Thanks, Herb.
Marty, Mark, and who?
Murray.
That's how, not who.
What, Mel? How's the dog doing, Rhonda?
Rory,
He's
losing his hearing. He can't hear a damn thing. He's
What?
like, he doesn't listen.
Oh,
No. So
Gresh,
what do you?
get a dog. You should get a dog, Gresh.
I got you. I don't need a dog. No, I'm not. I'm good with animals right now. I'd like to have one, Tom, but I don't really want to. I really don't want to have that kind of. I want once I get my hip redone and I can get out of here a little bit. I'm going. I'm gonna move around a little bit. Not move around,
Then you can get a dog. You can take the dog for a walk.
but no.
Okay.
Good try though. You get a dog, I'll get a dog. How's that?
It's not fair. We've been gone too much.
Share a dog.
Huh?
No, we did that back in the 80s. And that's good.
So we're gonna share a dog, and we're gonna name him Katsi.
Anyway, that's like the
Okay. So what time is it here? We decided last week we're going to have moment of the day. You missed that, Mel. So moment of the day last week was a guy's note saying that his ex-wife used to love James Patrick, but now she's married to a woman. So that was moment of the day last week. What's our moment of the day this week?
I think Mel's hat.
It could be the Dalai Lama quote. I mean, that was profound right there. I mean, nobody ever thought of that before.
Yeah. No.
Bill Murray, Caddyshack, Tom. You might want to see the show. It's one of the best ever.
That was a fun movie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I think
I don't remember the Dalai Lama thing, though.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's when
He had the pitchfork up against the guy's throat, right?
Okay.
And he said,
you
in
think
like-
that was Young Frankenstein?
Marty Feldman.
Yeah. You ever see that one? Remember?
Susan Brooks chiming in here there, Herb.
That was an hour ago, Susan. Where have you been?
Don't be picking on Susan. Yeah, be careful there. Man.
When you guys are able, do you get in the car and drive down to Florida or Carolina or anything, or what will you guys do?
No.
I'm going to drive over to the grocery store after.
I went to Costco today.
Yeah. And I'm going over to just get some nice steaks over here. And then my sons are coming over. We're going to have a little barbecue and cook up some stuff. And they're out working right now. My boys are out working. They're doing DoorDash.
But you wouldn't go on a holiday somewhere? Like I'd love to get in the car and get what's the highway? Not I-10. Is it I-10 down the east or 95?
95.
95 goes all the way to Florida?
95
Yes.
runs from Maine down to Florida. Yeah, down to the bottom of Florida.
No, Mel, our whole life is a holiday here. You know that? It's just
Yeah.
every day.
It's like my week now, Mal. You know what it consists of, right?
6 Saturdays and a Sunday.
That's it. There's nothing else to worry about. What are you going to worry about?
Well, no, I'd like to, like, I'm going to get in my car and do BC. Like, there's beautiful spots like Invermere and Copper Point.
I'm going over to Vancouver Island. It's beautiful over there too, right?
Yeah. I'm going to play Campbell River, where it's huge salmon fishing
Yeah,
over there.
Nanaimo.
Nanaimo. Yeah, Victoria.
I think a friend of mine. His name was Richie Cramp. I played junior with him in Chilliwack,
Yeah.
British Columbia. He's from Nanaimo. I think he was from Nanaimo. Richie Cramp.
Richie
Yeah.
Crimp. We had training when I was in LA. We had training camp in Victoria a couple of years. Man, that's nice.
You take the ferry over?
Yes, we did.
We used to
That's
take
beautiful. That's beautiful country there, man.
take the ferry over and little Alka-Seltzer things and give them to the seagulls. See them bubble up. But
There's
All right, hold on here. Hold on. Newsflash. My ex said she might reconsider if you give up Jeep's phone number. We'll do that. We can get that out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
does he want her back?
Oh no, I think he from the picture. I think he might be taken again. I don't know. So. All right. Well, so Gresh, how are we feeling about Mel's performance today?
It was unbelievable today.
Is that bad, right?
He was in the top 4.
Yeah. Point.
No, top 3. Tommy doesn't count. He's the moderator.
That's right.
But no, Tommy can't count. Of course he can't. Listen to me, Mel.
Listen to me.
Be very careful because Tommy's been going around the world. And he hasn't hit Canada yet.
Ron. Well, who we got? Is that Kotze or is that Chloe or what? Who is it?
Who this guy is? Who's this guy's spam risk?
Potential spam?
Yeah, let me just. Hello.
Tell me you need solar panels.
Yeah,
Tom,
solar.
Please
Put 'em
explain around the world to the viewers.
No, there's no need for that.
Put them on my.
Is that personal, Tom?
Put them
Yes,
on my.
we don't do personal stuff here at the show, Ron. Or Mel, what's your name, Mel? Keep calling you Ron. I don't know what it is. So we had Carl, Herb, Bud, Mel, Jerry, Poteface. Well, guys.
That's all I got for today.
Yeah. Well, listen, I know Ron. Well, here's the thing. Ron and I will give an evaluation. You know what we'll do? Ron and I will evaluate your performance, and then next week we'll go over that performance because I just don't feel like you're giving everything that you got. Listen, you're still good, really good at it. it's like saying Wayne Gretzky isn't as good as he should be. He's still above everybody else. So you're still doing well. It's just I don't think you're giving your best. That's all.
So I've said this before. Gretzky would have 3 goals, 4 assists, and Sather would come in and give him shit because he didn't back check. So I'm right up there.
What is that, Gresh?
Mel did it. It was a 10. It was a 10 today.
Was that a 1?
I was writing some other crap on there. I couldn't find it.
That's what I couldn't figure out.
Well, I'll send it to you. Like, what's this here for? I gotta keep that. Okay.
All right, guys, that was an unbelievable show today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, Mel will give an evaluation for you. Maybe we get to the point. Did you plan on? Were you thinking that you're going to be on a permanent basis now, or do you think this is a week-to-week thing?
I think I'm on the waiver wire.
No, I wouldn't say that at all. No.
Okay, well,
It's like you're injured, right? We can't yank you when you're injured. You feel like there's something wrong.
I wanted a person one so I could sign that hat. That's what I'd like to sign that hat.
All right, guys, that was a good show. We'll see everybody next Thursday.
Yeah.
Are we come back with a vest and a hat, Mel, again next week?
I'm going to change it up next week because my hair will have grown by then. There won't be big spots in it.
Okay, looks good though. All right, guys, see you next week.
Tom, don't shut the show off until tomorrow.
No, I won't. Whatever you want, Mel.
I apologize if I offended anybody today.
You did.
Who?
Your swearing was over the top today. It was awful.
Oh, I can go over that.
All right. We're out of here.